Hey you guys, I'm here to talk all things Shakeology today. I hope that you already saw I added some pictures to the units. I did a recipe post, I did a Shakeology post, and then I did a food staples post. So hopefully you've already seen where the units are in this group. That's going to be a huge resource for you. And I've already put all of my favorite Shakeology recipes under the Shakeology little graphic. So I'm not going to share exact recipes with you in this video. Go look under that for all of the recipes. This video is all of my tips and tricks with Shakeology that are just ways that make it creamier and really, really yummy, okay? So I want to talk to you first about the importance of Shakeology and my experience with it. Hopefully you've already watched the video from Milana. She talks all about Shakeology. I think it's pretty awesome that she's a registered dietitianist and she drinks it every day. And you know, it's just the best, you guys. Like, if someone who is in the medical field, who does this for a living, she drinks it daily, you better believe I feel so confident in it. But I wanted to tell you guys about my experience in the beginning. This is why I really love doing these videos, because I hated Shakeology in the beginning. I tried it without all of these yummy things I'm going to show you, and I was like, what? Why does everybody like this stuff? Like, everybody in my challenge group was talking about how yummy it was, and I just could not understand what I was missing. And I really had to give it 3 to 4 times. You guys, I had to find the consistency that I liked. I had to find the flavors that I liked. And then my body started craving it. And I was really bad in the beginning of just drinking it like maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times a week. And then I would stop for a few days and then I would drink it a little bit more. And you guys, that is not how Shakeology works as far as the results and effect on your body, okay? It is like a multivitamin. In fact, my OBGYN, I'm just going to tell you guys this. My OBGYN, I was talking to her about, you know, getting pregnant and pregnancy and stuff like that. And she said that it would totally count as a prenatal because it has all of the essential vitamins and minerals in it, which is so amazing. So if you don't already take a vitamin, this is like your vitamin for your day. So it needs to be drank daily. And once you drink it daily, it's just like a multivitamin. You start seeing the effects. If you drink it twice a week or 3 times a week and then you're off for a few days, it's not the same. And I can attest to that because that's what I did in the beginning. I would drink it a few days and then I would stop, and I was like, I can't tell. This is not doing anything for me. But once I was consistent with it, even on the weekends, I drink it every day, you guys, 7 days a week, unless I miss it for some weird reason. It started helping me so much with digestive issues. I've always had a sensitive stomach. I've always had, when I was overweight, I always had issues with my stomach and just being able to go to the bathroom as many times as other people could. So it's helped me with that, and it's also helped me with sweet cravings. And that's something you don't notice if you're not consistent in it. It just kind of, it's like this subtle, like, oh, I don't want that sugary cookie and cupcake anymore. Like, it's just this subtle cravings that you don't have anymore, okay? So I just really want to encourage you guys to be consistent with it and find what you love. Find the consistency that you love in your Shakeology. Some people like it creamier. Some people like it more like a drink, so not a lot of ice, not a lot of stuff in it. That's totally fine, okay? But I'm going to give you all kinds of ideas, so hopefully you can grab one, run with it. And I completely keep experimenting all the time with Shakeology, especially in the seasons. Every season I try new flavors. Like, it's like this constant thing, and it's really, really fun to try new flavors, okay? So the first thing I want to tell you is that my favorite fruit to put in Shakeology is frozen bananas. So I always take a bunch of bananas and I'll peel them first, and I will half them, put them in a big bag, and freeze them. Frozen banana is so much better than regular banana. It's going to make your Shakeology really, really creamy and also very sweet. So a banana is the highest carb of a fruit that you can get. Berries are a lot better for you. So just be careful if you're going to use a fruit. If you're going to use your banana, do like half of a banana. It doesn't even take that much for it to sweeten up your Shakeology and make it creamy. But this is my absolute favorite. I never drink Shakeology without a frozen banana or some sort of sweetener in it, like banana milk, okay, which I'm going to talk to you about in just a minute. So frozen bananas are amazing. You need them in your life. I've also taken canned pumpkin. There's a really yummy pumpkin recipe that I posted in the Shakeology units that you can look up. But I take canned pumpkin and I put it in cupcake tins and I freeze it. They pop right out. You can put them in bags. You can add this to your Shakeology and do a pumpkin Shakeology. It's very delicious. And by the way, you can do this with anything. I've done these with applesauce, pineapple, all kinds of fruit you can do that with. My other favorite frozen fruit is cherries. There is a cherry chocolate recipe in the Shakeology units that you can check out. It's very good. It's got almond extract in it with the chocolate Shakeology. It's one of my top faves, okay? The other thing that you can add to your Shakeology and you don't taste it all is spinach. I would highly recommend you try it. Put a handful of spinach in there. It's another way to get some good vitamins and minerals and a good green in your day without the flavor, okay? Also, I really, really love peanut butter powder. This is basically peanut butter without all of the fat. So it's been pressed, the peanuts have been pressed, and a lot of the fat's been taken out. So you can use a tablespoon of this and do a peanut butter shake. There's a chocolate peanut butter shake that you can do with the chocolate. It's in the recipes. If you don't have this, you need it, you guys. Not just for your Shakeology, but also for like other things. You can add this to Greek yogurt and make an amazing Greek yogurt peanut butter parfait with added granola on top, some honey. It is delicious. So I would get some peanut butter powder if you don't have it. You can always use regular peanut butter, but you're going to add a few more calories to your shake, which you kind of want to steer away from. If you're like me, you like to eat your calories in regular food, not a protein shake. But another thing you can add to your Shakeology to make it super yummy is extracts. I love the almond, vanilla always makes it a little bit sweeter, and maple extract has been a huge favorite of mine recently. I've been on a kick with this. But any kind of extract, you guys, literally there's so many combinations out there. Like you can play around so much. You can look on Pinterest for other ideas of Shakeology. Not just from me, there's lots of ideas out there, okay? But I want to tell you that when you're blending your Shakeology, I always use my regular big blender back there just because I'm not traveling anymore. When I was teaching, I would use my magic bullet. So if you were on the go a lot and you want to drink your Shakeology as your breakfast, I would highly recommend investing in something like this because you can put your little cup on top and it just sits on top and you take it off and it's blended and you can go. You don't have to pour anything out. These are amazing. If you haven't seen these, there's all kinds of brands. There's Magic Bullet, there's the Ninjas. There's all different kinds that you can get. Mine was the cheaper one, and I think I got it at Kohl's with Kohl's Cash, and it was like $20. So you can get them for a lot cheaper. I take this with me when I travel. It's just the smaller size, and it does the trick for when I want my Shakeology. I prefer my Shakeology blended. Some people just drink it shaken up with ice. I don't like it that way. I always blend mine, okay? And I always put almond milk in mine. So I always do either a half a cup or a full cup of almond milk. There's also an amazing milk called banana milk. If you haven't seen it, it's absolutely incredible to put in Shakeology because it's made out of banana puree. So it has that sweetness. A lot of times I'll only use 2 ounces or maybe 3 or 4 ounces because it does have higher calories in it. But it gives that sweetness without adding a whole fruit to the Shakeology. So if you can find banana milk, I get mine at Food City. If you have one of those where you live, or if you want to order it, is totally worth it. Banana milk is absolutely incredible, okay? But I always make mine with almond milk. Almond milk is going to make your Shakeology creamier, okay? I love creamy, almost thick, almost like super thick kind of shake. If you want it to be not as thick, you're going to need to add some more liquid. So either water or more milk, but I would probably add more water to make it, you know, thin down a little bit. You can also add honey. This is another really good sweetener if it's not sweet enough for you, or maple syrup, okay? But one thing I would also tell you is that adding ice is going to make it a little bit creamier and definitely more thick. When I put my ice in, I always do my frozen stuff in the bottom of my blender first. So if I'm adding frozen cherries, or I'm adding a frozen banana, or my frozen pumpkin if I'm making the pumpkin spice, I always put my frozen stuff in the bottom because I feel like it makes the shake creamier. It blends it better if all the hard frozen stuff is on the bottom. So it blends it up better. Then I add my liquid, and then on top I always put my Shakeology packet, my extracts, you know, whatever I have, okay? And if you're on the go a lot, you can make it like the night before and stick it in the freezer. And then get it out like an hour before. I've heard that it's really good that way. I've never actually done that, but I've had people in my groups who have done it. When I was teaching, it was always my breakfast in the mornings, and I would just make it. It literally took me 5 minutes to blend up my shake, and I would have it on the go in my car with water. I would sip it on my way to work, my 45-minute drive, and it was so good. I really enjoyed it that way. So find a time that best fits you. What is the best time for you to drink your Shakeology? When do you enjoy it the most? And find your consistency. So find your flavors. I've given you so many options in that Shakeology units. If you look in all the comments, I've even put some pictures there for you. There's a blueberry cheesecake. Oh, and I forgot the best part, you guys. So lately, I can't believe I almost forgot this. There's a blueberry cheesecake one, strawberry cheesecake, and pumpkin cheesecake that I've recently discovered. And it's made from sugar-free Jell-O. And this is a pudding mix. I don't suggest using this all the time because it is sugar-free and it does have artificial stuff in it. But you only have to use a teaspoon to a tablespoon, which is not that many. It's like less than 25 calories, okay? So you can add this yumminess cheesecake pudding mix to your Shakeology and make any kind of cheesecake Shakeology, and it is absolutely amazing. This morning I had a pumpkin cheesecake one. I've done blueberry cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake. I've done pistachio. I've gotten the pistachio flavor. I have some vanilla pudding mix that I've used before. So many options that you can play around with. So yeah, go get you some of this. Use it in moderation. I wouldn't use it every single day. But I do use this on occasion for like a really sweet treat. Or if I'm just not feeling my Shakeology flavor for the day, I'll spice it up with that. So those are all of my tips and tricks. I hope that was helpful. If you have a really yummy Shakeology recipe that you like, I've put a ton in there, but I want to hear from you guys who've been in my groups before. And once you start discovering some really yummy recipes, I want you to go to the units, go to the Shakeology graphic, and post underneath it so we can see it and we can try. Always have a low connection. But your love for Shakeology will grow over time and you will find your best flavors, okay? So I just want to encourage you guys in that. Hope you have a great day. Hope this was helpful. Let me know, and I will see you guys soon.